Freeeedom! She can't take it anymore, Captain. What are you doing in my swamp? Ugh, I hate all of these. These are all Scottish accents that should tell you the problem. And the solution as well. Dungeon Masters, I'm not just looking at Hollywood actors here, I'm looking at you. The number of Scottish dwarfs who talk about gold and mithril on actual play streams is really quite impressive. But whoever you are, whether you're playing games around a table with your friends or just someone looking to try Scottish accents for any reason at all, if you're thinking of doing a Scottish accent, just go and no do that. I'm going to explain, along with a little help from some friends and some players at my tables. My name's Rich.
My name is Ewan.
I'm Craig.
My name's Andy.
My name's David.
I'm Colin.
I'm Flo.
I'm David.
My name's Calum.
And this is Renegade Rolls. First up, the elephant in the room. But you're not Scottish. Yes, I am. I'm born and raised in Scotland, growing up in a wee town called Tillicoultry in Clackmannanshire, and I've lived in Glasgow for the last 14 years. But I have English parents. This has led to my accent being interesting. I get called posh, I get called English, some people even think I'm from Edinburgh, all of which can be meant as insults around here, but this is just the way I speak and I'm stuck with it. But I have learned to pick up other accents and I can do code switching when I need to. So what is my problem with all these Scottish accents I mentioned in the intro? It's that they are generically Scottish. To my ear that's trained on Scottish accents and hear multiple different ones every single day, they don't sound like they're from any one place, and so they end up sounding like they're from nowhere. As aptly be somewhere, this is what makes the attempts to sound Scottish just so jarring to me. Good accents are specific. If I try and do American, all y'all gonna get mighty upset with me. Likewise when people try and do a Scottish accent. There are hundreds of variations on Scottish accents. In some cases, you can even tell which village someone is from that accent alone. Here's a quick guide to different parts of Scotland thanks to some of my players and friends.
I'm Craig from Prestwick on the southwest coast of Scotland. Around here, our R's and our L's are very distinct. Words like curly wurly are a lot of fun to say.
Hi, I'm Colin and I'm from Hamilton. Hamilton's in central Scotland and it's located about 10 miles southeast from Glasgow.
Hi there, my name's David and I lived on the Isle of Lewis for 19 years. When I came to the mainland, I would say that the biggest difference I noticed is just the vast amounts of people that can exist in one place and that I can see somebody that I've never seen before in my life.
Hi, I'm Flo, and I'm from Scotland and I've always lived in Scotland. However, my parents are actually English, and so the voice you're hearing now isn't actually my original accent. I used to speak a lot more like this, and a lot of people thought I was from England because my parents are from England, and it got to the point that some people in Scotland actually misunderstood some of what I was saying and would say, why are you talking like that? So when I was about 14, I taught myself to sound more Scottish, so now I kind of pass as Scottish. Although my Scottish relatives often say, or friends often say I sound English, and my English relatives say I sound really Scottish, so I guess I'm sort of in between.
My name's Andy. I'm from Bankery in Aberdeenshire in the northeast of Scotland. O flower of Scotland, when will we see your like again? That fought and died for your wee bit hill and glen.
I'm David. I'm from Inverness, and all our great deeds be tiny spots on the altars of the laughing gods.
My name's Calum from Inverness in the north of Scotland, and just remember that no matter how big the enemy is, if you bring it down, it still only counts as one.
My name is Ewan. I'm currently from North Yorkshire. I was born in England, raised in Scotland, and I'm from a Scottish family, so my accent is kind of all over the place. When I'm in England, I'm told that I sound Scottish, and when I'm in Scotland, I'm told that I sound English. So the truth is probably somewhere in between. But if you keep an open ear, and if you keep an open mind, you'll hear accents like mine all over the place.
Each area also has loads of variation within them. There are rough areas and posh parts in every region. A few quick tips to remember. For you to attempt an accent from anywhere in the world is not inherently offensive or racist. Leaning into harmful stereotypes or cliches is. Accents are regional, they're not racial. Anyone who grows up surrounded by people who speak a certain way will learn an accent and speech patterns common to those people. Thanks to Trevor Noah for this one. Accents are what you get when someone speaks your language with the rules of theirs. A tip specifically for folks in the US, Scottish accents and British accents in general make use of short vowel sounds that you don't tend to use. We'd say apple, you might say apple. Opposite, opposite. So it's Scotland rather than Scotland. Scots is a language. It's not slang, it's not people being lazy, it's a language with its own words and structures. And most of you know at least one song in Scots. You sing it every new year. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and auld lang syne? Syne, not zine, by the way. If you're looking to improve your Scottish accents, my big recommendation for you is simple. Listen to actual Scottish people speaking and find out where they're from. For a hilarious way of getting better at a Glasgow accent, we are spoilt for choice when it comes to comedy. Billy Connelly, the big yin himself, has a way with words and dramatic patterns of speech which would be great for someone who wants to play a charismatic bard. Kevin Bridges is another great choice. He makes my face hurt from laughing every time I see him perform. If you're looking for a tougher sounding character, maybe listen to him. For a crash course in strong Glasgow accents, you can't beat the sitcom Still Game. Imagine Statler and Waldorf from the Muppets, but living on a council estate in Glasgow. You should be able to find these on the internet pretty easily. My challenge to any other YouTuber GMs out there who have a commonly attempted accent. I want to see a guide to your local accents. Looking at you, my Serbian friend Barlow Keep, to start the ball rolling with this. What will I get wrong when attempting yours, and what can you do to set me right? For everyone else, please remember that accents are probably the last thing you should actually think about when creating NPCs for your games. This video has much more on how to craft some compelling NPCs even if they begin life as a joke character. I'll see you there or at a table near you, rolling an improbable succession of ones. Cheers!